Okay guys, so this is class 12 and we are continuing coding with Matlab. We started with the if command and now we are going to for. But before going to the for, so I want to just add one point about the if command, because it's very important when you become a researcher after your graduation. You have to know how to deal with the coding in Matlab. Okay, so on the where are the notes? Okay, here we are. That's right. So here we are. That's right. Yeah, so we are at this. So now if I open as I told you previously, and we are at the for, but in the for I can type another command. That's right. So here we are. Okay, so I taught you that the CLC gonna clear all the workspace and the clear R gonna permanently deletes the parameters that have been saved. So it's very important that you put this clear and clear all in the codings that you can do. I'm going to talk about this when we are developing the code for the ODEs, linear or nonlinear. Okay, so the thing that I want to teach you before going to the for, remaining from the if, is that suppose you have this this matrix, -2, -3, -4, and 0, and 1, 2, 2, 2, and 0, 0, 0, and 1. Okay, so this is matrix. If I run this here, and let me put the semicolon here, because hold on, there's a noise here, I have to fix it. Okay, so remember that the semicolon gonna hide that from appearing from the workspaces, right? So this is, as you can see, this is the 4x4 matrix. Now for discussing the last topic of the if command, so I'm gonna say if, okay, if determinant of A, okay, is smaller than 0, okay, say A is A this and 2, okay, I'm going to put end. And for knowing that how much is determinant of A, as I taught you previously, okay, 2 and the power of 2. That's right. And because you're on the vector, so you have to put dot square. That's right, because this is vector. Means that all the rows and second columns. The second columns over the rows. It's going to be 3 minus 3, 2. I'm saying that put like this. First of all, what do you expect to see from this code? Look at here what we have. So I'm saying, and let me change it to A1. Okay, if determinant of this, so see the determinant is negative. That's right. So gonna run this command because determinant is -2 of this matrix. So your A1, okay, your A1 gonna be scoring the both of them, all of them. That's right. So now I'm gonna do this. Nothing happens because this is not that the case. Now, so I'm gonna go to else if. That's right, else if. Like the previous class that I uploaded on the YouTube. I'm gonna say if A second row and all the columns, means this -2, -3, -1 is greater than 0. Okay, so do A2 calculate for me is say A, okay, and A of A 3t to the power of 2. Okay, so now let us see what happens again. Nothing, because determinant is negative, okay, is -2. It's gonna skip this command. But A2 and all the second row is -2, -3, -4, 0. 0 is not greater than 0, so gonna skip this command, right? But if I make it is smaller than 0, again you're gonna see what? Nothing. But if I say is smaller equal than 0, what you're gonna see is 4. Because I say 3 and 3. 3 and 3 is 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Understand? Now, I'm going to remove this to skip that. Now, else if, okay, else if. Now, I say if A, okay, 2 and 1 is greater than 0. Now, in the previous class, I taught you about the AND. AND in MATLAB is this symbol, okay? But I want to say now OR. OR is this symbol. 2 parallel lines in your keyboards, right? Or A, okay, 4 and 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, if that happens, calculate AT for me as what? A, matrix A square. That's right. Means that score one by one of these elements. I'm not writing like this, guys, A in A. Okay, I'm writing A square. See the difference between them? Would you expect to see a difference between them? That's right. Let's see. Okay. First of all, A 2 and 1 is this element. Is greater than 0? No, it is negative number. Or A 4 and 1 means this is equal or greater, equal to 0. So in OR, if which of these conditions is satisfied, you have the condition satisfied, so does that operation for you. Understand? So now let us see what happens. Okay, so because that happened, look at here, guys, it calculates A, okay, so A3 now gonna does this A3 and A4, not A1 and A2. A, even let me do this because okay, you're gonna have so it because this is not valid, it doesn't do that. So if this is not valid, skip that. So but because this is valid, because this is valid, this part is valid, gonna calculate A3 and A4 for. But you see there's a difference between A matrix A square and A in A. A dot square means score one by one of the matrix elements. Look at here. Let me move this here to show you. Okay. So here we go. 1, 1, A3, 3, 9, 4, 16, 5, 25, minus 2, 4, minus 3, 9, minus 4, 16. So one by one elements of the matrix. But this is A. But if you want to say A by A matrix, obviously gonna be different matrix. This is algebra, that's right. You know from the algebra. Now, so now you know the what? The OR. Okay, OR command. Now I'm gonna make it. This is also invalid. Okay, see, if I run this, nothing happens because this condition is not valid. This condition is not valid. This condition is not valid because 1, 4, and 1, which is 0, is not greater than 0. I made it invalid. Now I say else. Now I added else here. I'm gonna say A5 is equal to A in A square, just whatever it is. Okay, A in A square. Okay, now let us see what happens. It's gonna be A5. So it's gonna reject this because this condition is not valid. Gonna reject this because this condition is not valid. This condition is not valid. But suddenly it goes if none of them they are valid. So else it doesn't depend on any conditions, right? Calculate this for me, and it does it. So now we are done with the recording this. Now we are done with the AND OR inside the if command and how to deal with them. Understand? This is very, very important, guys. Okay. Now I'm gonna make this comment because I'm done with this. Okay. I told you that if you select the part that you want and push the control and then R, it's gonna make it comment for you. Okay. Now let's go to our for loop now. Okay, for loop. In for loop, for refreshing your mind, in the part 11 that I uploaded on the YouTube, you saw that you can define the step between the initial point and the end point of the vector that you are generating. If you look at here, you're gonna say, for example, let me only do this. Okay, and move this a little higher. Okay, and that's it. Okay, you see that is 0, and now step is 2, 2, 4, 6 until 10. That's the final step. So I taught you in the previous classes, right? Now the for loop, and I taught you that the for loop is for a certain series, numerical series or vector. You can do numerous calculations. Okay, so let us do some following examples. So okay, I'm gonna make this also comment because I don't need that. This is for only teaching purposes. Now I'm gonna go for k is equal to from 0 to 0.1. The step is point 1. That's right, to 1. Okay, I'm gonna say a is equal to k plus 1. Now pause. When you say pause command, it's gonna pause your code. This is very good when you have a huge code. You can pause it that your code has a bug there or something like that. So you can double check your code. So pause, and the b is sine of k. Now again pause. I want to see in each iterations, right? So because iteration starts from k, putting 0 here, 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 here. Next round gonna be 0.1 here, here, here. 0.2, 0.3 until it reaches to 1. Okay. C is a, as we calculated a from here. I'm gonna now put it here, that's right, plus cosine of k. Now again pause command. Okay, and the d is sqrt, as I taught you in the part 1 and 2 in the YouTube link, is a. Now I have b calculated from here. You see that this is b. I'm putting here 1 over b. B plus, as I calculated c, I'm putting c here, and end. Like if you have to add an n to 1, 4. Okay. So let me also make this comment because I don't need that anymore. Okay. So now let us see what happens. So it says if k is 0, a is 1, obviously. Now if you push one time enter button here, it's gonna give you b. So b is sine of 0. Sine of 0 is 0. C is 2 because a is 1. Cosine of 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And d is infinity. Why? Because we got b is 0. 1 over 0 is infinity. That's right. So it gives you d is infinity. Now goes to the next round. Putting k is equal to 0.2. 0.2 is 0.2 plus 1. No, sorry, 0.1. The 0.1 plus 1 is 1.1. Now, the sine of 0.1 is this value. Now, a plus cosine of 0.1 is this value. That's right. And d is this value because now we can calculate that. That's right. SQRT of t is plus this. That's right. And now it continues. Okay. See, if I push, so if I keep pushing the button, the final value for a, b, c, d gonna be these values, guys. At 1 is 1 plus 1 is 2. At sine of 1 is this value. 1 plus cosine of 1 is this value, c. And your d gonna be this value. Understand? So you can do lots of the calculations. Okay, is it good? Yes. So note that, as I told you, pause command acts as its name implies. It pauses whenever you want to pause your code in Matlab. It's a very good tool for this. Now I'm combining if and what? If and 4. Okay, I'm making this comment because I don't need it. Suppose I'm going to say A, matrix A is equal to 1, 3, 4, 5, minus 3, 4, minus 8, 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 0, 1, 0. Now matrix B must be the same order because I'm going to sum them. Gonna be 1.1, 3.2, minus 3, minus 10, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 2, minus 4, and 6.4, minus 9.12, 10, and 11. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say if, okay, if A, okay, A 1 and 3, okay, plus B 1 and 3 is greater than 0, okay, 4, I'm not putting a counter. I don't say con. Con means counter. For con from 0 to 0.1 to, I don't know, 2, okay, calculate for me a parameter namely A, lowercase a, is equal to sine of, okay, con, okay, plus con square. And okay, this is for that. Else, okay, else if A rank of, okay, rank of A plus B, okay, is equal to Matlab in the sorry guys, I'm sorry, else if, not else. So else if, I want to put condition, is equal to 4, okay, rank of A and B. So calculate, do this, say C is equal to A plus B. Else, okay, else say lowercase b is equal to A multiplied by B. See, this is, first of all, I have one for one end, one if, one end. You have to understand this, okay? Now, for seeing that step by step, I'm gonna put guys this here. Then I'm gonna put a pause. Please do it at home because it's good practice. I want to see this is greater than 0. If this is greater than 0, it's going to calculate for me. So I'm going to also put here a pause, okay? So and then I'm going to put here rank of A and B. I want to see what's the rank. I taught you about the full rank, linear dependence. And then I'm going to put pause here because I want to make sure that I'm teaching you. And finally this, okay? So let us run this code. So answer is 1. What is 1? Okay, yeah, okay. So this, it says yes, a first row third element of matrix A plus first row and third element of matrix B is 1. 1 is greater than 0. So that is valid. So it's gonna go and run for this for loop. See, it's gonna calculate A because inside the for loop. So it's gonna put con here and gonna calculate this every time until it reaches 2. Okay, here we go. See, that's right, and it stops. It doesn't show C or lowercase b. Why? Because this satisfied already. This condition if satisfies. Now I make it invalid because 1 is not smaller than 0, and So it's gonna jump here, that's right, probably. Look at here. It says, yes, rank of, because this is not valid, this condition is not valid more, it can say rank of A and P is 4. So it means that the A and B, if you add together, it's gonna be 4 random matrix. It means that all rows or columns of this matrix are linearly independent, as I taught you in the YouTube links, that's right. So pause. Now I'm gonna see, so it's gonna give you, this is equal to 4. C matrix, look at here. No doubt. Yeah, gonna give C matrix. Understand? Now, hold on. I have to put in the charger. Okay, so now I'm gonna make this invalid. I'm gonna make it to 3. Obviously, rank of this matrix, because showed to us was 4, is not 3. So it's gonna skip this, and I'm gonna show me the else. Don't believe me? This is the B. Multiplying matrix S by B, because you have the same size, 4 by 4 by 4. It's gonna calculate this thing. So you see that eventually you can develop complex coding in Matlab. Specifically when you're dealing with the robotic systems and the dynamical systems that are highly nonlinear, you can eventually develop codes in the Matlab. Okay, so now the break command, as its name implies, it breaks your code based on the condition satisfied. See the following example. Okay, so I'm gonna comment all of them because I don't need them. Please do this at home, guys. This is good practice. Okay, do it. Don't say I know it. Okay, so I say 4 exactly like this. 4 is k from 0 to 0.1 to 1. Okay, and first I want to say type k for me, every iteration that you want to have. A is equal to k plus 1. B is equal to sine of k. Okay, C is equal to A plus cosine of k. Okay, and the D is SQRT of A plus, like the previous case, 1 plus B over C. That's right. And now I'm just putting a pause command here. Now I'm going to say if k, that I said here, is greater than or equal to 0.8, okay, because it eventually reaches us, right? This is simplest. Break and end. This end is for this if, and another end, another end, unit 4, this 4. Sorry, so you have to this. So let us see what happens, guys. Let's do that. Okay, calculate A, B, C, D. Okay, and let me break this. Okay, how to stop your code? You push the control and then letter C. It's gonna break your code. Okay, this is physical stopping your code. So I'm gonna put this because I'm gonna show it what is the K here. Okay, K. Okay, so here we go. K is 0, K is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and calculating ABCD, that's right, look at here. ABCD, that's right. ABCD, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, and it doesn't continue to what? To 0.9, 0.1, because we said in the code that if k is greater than or equal to 0.8, stop it, go out. There's no need to calculate the for loop anymore. Understand what I'm talking about? So this is how we use the break command in coding in the Matlab. Okay, and then we are going to the plotting commands that I'm going to start on Monday. Okay, guys, thank you.